How you doing? This is your boy Kofi-Thomas. Just want to say Happy New Year to everyone. At this point in time, I just want to take a moment to reflect, look at so much the elements that make a man. I want to talk about the importance of the role of a woman in the development of a man. Because let me explain this to you. I've said many times and many times over that a male child at the age of 13, psychologically, I'm talking about psychologically and spirit-wise, began to need the need of instructions from a male. That's period. Now, whether this is a male in your home or so much a male role model that's in the community, it can be a male role model such as the book, The Diary of Malcolm X. He needs to be reading and focused on the development of a man. There's two elements that go into the making of a man that are influential in the early development. And I'll tell you this, I've been blessed. I've got a son, One of the things is that I had to sit in the process because more so he was under me young, and then at one point he decided, to go with mom, which is not a bad thing. But the thing is that you got to look at the messages that we're sending our children. And I'll give you this. There's a relationship with a child which is twofold. One in regards to that with the mother and that with the father. Now, we as parents, some of us get confused. They think, well, if he's not my man, then therefore he shouldn't see his kids. Excuse me, that has nothing to do with it. He may not be a good man to you, or he may not be or want to be the woman or more so man in your life, but more importantly, that does not alleviate the fact that he's a good father. And being a good father has nothing to do in regards to monetary evaluations, okay? Let me just say this, the two parts I'm talking about. One is in regards to the walk or the role modeling that man provides in the life of that child. Find a good role model. If you are a single mother, find a good role model. But more importantly, start picking up books that focus on men. Focus on what a man is, male development. There is a difference, period. Here's the other thing, validation. Let's talk about validation. We got to look at what goes into shaping our children. A large part of that is in regards to just word of mouth, or more so social media, what people in the media of our streams of that child's intro feed concerning their intellect are receiving, okay? And now I say intro feed, that means internally start to feed and in their self-conscious as what is valid versus what is not valid. Now, what does that mean? That means that guess what? You could be a great parent, but if you're not receiving the validation, recognition of who you are as a parent, and the media says you ain't bought the PS5, you ain't a good parent. Media says, you know what? You don't live in the best neighborhood. You're not a good parent. Or better yet, you know what? You're not of this persuasion or whatever. You're not a good parent. Guess what? The sad thing is a lot of children tend to follow what social media says, but also negative adults say concerning what's good and what's not bad. Look at the people that come around your children, whether it's so much relatives. If you're a single mother with children, do not let other relatives come around and talk about the kid's father. It's just obvious, okay? Better yet, don't let them sit back, whether it's his relatives or someone else, talk about the father, because guess what? They don't know the truth about what's going on. They may have their own personal hang-up, and they figure, let me do some damage here with this child. Let me mess up his mind. Not knowing, and then more importantly, his father could be the greatest man ever. All right? As far as a father and being in turn, in regards to as a man. It's just that what happened? Sometimes people grow apart. Do not push those issues in regards to your children. Do not push them to start to look at things in an adult framework. This is your boy Kofi-Thomas. I want to tell you guys, again, Happy New Year.